Okay, whenever you're ready.
Okay. Today we're going to look at dealing with one of the worst Today we're going to look at one of the worst positions you can be in from the feet, especially when it comes to Jiu-Jitsu, which is somebody behind you with their arms wrapped around your waist. So when we're in a situation like this, here, we've got our partner with this rear body lock. We can't see what they're doing. Plus, all of their weapons are behind them, okay? Except they've got the hands here, and so this is going to be the place that we focus on. How do we end up here? There could be any number of ways where we come out and we're working and our partner ducks underneath here, and they end up back behind us. What's another way, Sensei? Arm drag. Arm drag. Good. So we've got these, any situation where maybe I came in for a kind of a front throw and a partner ends up here. All right. So the first thing is we want to stabilize our base a little bit as much as we can, and we want to attack our partner's hands here because this is the thing that's holding us in place. So the first response from here is going to be the simplest. That's just going to be separating our partner's hands. So we're going to take our hands here to our partner's top arm. We're going to bring our hips forward, and we're going to start the action of pushing our hips in this direction. Now we need to be a little bit careful because it is possible as you bring your hips forward that your partner pulls you backwards and you end up kind of getting sunk in this way. So for that reason, we're going to be moving forwards away from our partner as we're separating the hands. Our second hand or our second arm is going to come here and snake just behind our partner's elbow like this. That means that when we break and separate the hands, we're in an ideal position now to start to figure four our arms. We can lock up the kimura. Now we can start to look to cut the corner. This grip is going to form the core of our offense once we've defended this position. So the first good attack from here, especially if our partner is strong and resistant and they don't have a lot of follow-ups, is just to go kimura right from this position. To do this, we want to cut the corner quickly and focus on something very important, that's putting our partner's hand behind their back. If I step around the corner here and I fail to put my partner's hand behind his back, he's going to remain strong here and he can start to look to go into other sorts of attacks. So as we cut the corner, we're going to focus on putting our partner's hand here behind their back. Once we're in this position, we have a few good choices, but if our partner stays here, for instance, he doesn't want to roll, he doesn't want to continue to follow up, he wants to resist, it's very difficult for him to bring his head up. We just continue around the corner with the idea of taking our top elbow over our partner's elbow here. As the hand rises, very often we get the finish from this good position. Now that will work on people up to a certain level. Once people become more sophisticated, it's harder to finish a standing kimura. So, after we've done the work of hipping forward, breaking the grip, we're going to start looking at alternative options. The first one is going to be where we don't feel like we can put the hand as far behind the back, and we don't feel like we can turn all the way around the corner. In a case like this, we're going to use a sumigeishi variation, where we step our outside foot close to our partner's foot. That foot can be outside, in front of, or inside. Our other leg is going to go into a position here where our shin connects to our partner's leg and our knee is on the outside. Once we're here, we can use our falling body weight to drive our partner up and over into a forward roll position. We're going to put the hand here on the belly, scissor our legs, bring our head over our partner's head, sit our body through, and we can move our way directly into our own version of kimura. So the follow-up for this position is finishing the kimura on the ground. The third option is one where we get in a position, we separate our partner's hands, we have our hands locked, but we don't feel like we can totally cut this corner here. He's kind of staying with me and he's still behind me. This is an ideal time to take our partner forward with a makakomi variation. So with our hands locked, we're going to step our outside leg here to the outside of our partner's leg. I'm going to stab it through so that my calf muscle meets his shin. Then we're simply going to dip our shoulder down to the floor and commit our body to the mat like this. So our partner hits the mat, we hit the mat like this, and we just follow through to land in this good position where we're making a T with our partner. We hip out once again, climb to the top position, step over our partner's head, put our partner's hand on the floor. Now from here we can finish with a strong kimura. So the core of this sort of defense is breaking and separating our partner's hands. Then we go immediately onto our own offense by locking up this figure four. We have the udagaramis, the Japanese name, but it's just the kimura. We're gonna look to use standing kimura for a finish, sumigeshi kimura down to the mat, and then a version of makakomi. So these three things form a nice arsenal to use when your partner's on your back after you've separated their hands. So, thank you.